Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. Not 100% happy with this, but this is how I made it right here. So it doesn't really matter what size rectangle you start with, but hit P, put it in the center of the page. Get your shape tool and round off the corners. Now we're going to make this thing 5 inches. My ratio is locked, so it's still 5 inches. I'm going to take a 2-point line and hit P, Control D, and mirror it or rotate it. Now, excuse me, if that's 5 inches, my circles could be 2.5. Hit P. Grab the circle, which is already selected, shift select the oval, and go right. Take a duplicate of that circle, Control D, shift select the oval, and hit L. So now you've got two perfect, and then there's probably from here 100 ways you could do this. If you would hold down your control button, it'll stay there and just kind of go like right there. So there's our, on this one, I put it, so to get that one on the line, shift select and hit B and it'll put it on the line. But I'm going to play around with this a little bit more, and I'm holding down the control button. And I'm using that for a rotation, and it is or it is not going to work. So I'm going to go through here and, whoop, I messed up. I just want to take that and that line away. Now we're not going to have any leaks, hopefully, because I did it mathematically perfect. Now I'm going to move that out of the way, and I'm going to get all this and just kind of nudge it out of the way. I might keep that line there for a second, because that's going to be our, kind of like our center rotation. So if I go Control D, alternate C, you can see it's going to rotate from there. And we're just going to manually rotate it where we could get it where it's not touching. So I'm going to say we're not going to get it there. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, you know what, I'm going to set my nudge factor on like 0.25. And I'm going to nudge this up 0.25 twice. Control D, alternate C. And I'm going to just see where I can get it where it's kind of touching. So 45 degrees is going to work this time. Now we've got a little bit of overlap, I would imagine. So I'm going to left click, right click. I want a little overlap on the tip, but we're perfect on that. So I just happen to hit it right. So we'll get rid of that overlap by filling that in. Now, if you remember, I set my nudge factor real low. I'm going to set it back to 5. Move that out of the way. Just go ahead and delete those and this and move it back. Trying to get rid of that. And then I'm going to get my interactive fill tool. And, you know, this time I'm going to try going inside and making it darker. Maybe not quite so much. And then I'm going to Control D, alternate C, and rotate it at 45 degrees. Control D, Control D, Control D, Control D, Control D. But what has happened, hopefully, is that these areas should not leak there. It might leak there. But let's do it to a test and see if it leaks. See, it doesn't leak. So that's kind of good. So what we could do, since we're still working the center of the page, you could play with, you know what, let's go back and make it that color and just see how this looks. So I'm just kind of playing it by ear here. Put a little darkness. See, I had the other one selected. Make sure you select that one, interactive fill tool. Put a little darkness, maybe a little bit more. I do this all the time. It's not Corel's fault, it's whatever I'm doing wrong. And you could, you know, we could put another color in there. I kind of think that, You know what? I wonder if we did white. We did white in here. What is that going to look like? Just a fade of the blue. Now that's an object. Might not look too cool, but Control D, alternate C, and we'll rotate it 45 degrees. And see, that way we don't have to do anything. Now let's look at it with a black box effect. And it'll either make it look better. I don't think it can make it look worse. This one's not my favorite. Yeah, that's terrible. So what I could do is just go ahead and click on these, and that looks pretty good, just having the black. That's actually how I did the first one. But it would look good, and I think it'll work. Because we're sending a page, I'm going to Control G to group this. I'm going to get an ellipse and hit P. And I just want it, I'm going to hold down the Shift key. I just want it nicking that. And then let's take that and make it black. Go up to Object, Order, Back a Page. See, it kind of, I could actually make it a little bit bigger. So I've still got it selected. Holding down the Shift key, make that, well, now I'm going to have some on the outside. I really want it, you know what, let's just scrap that idea and let's put a black in that hole. Now that we know it doesn't leak. And see, you could just have it like that in Control D, alternate C, 45 degrees, Control D, Control D, Control D, Control D. And then if you wanted to, you could put black in the middle. I like it. And this is one time where you don't have to put a black background because it's not going to help us. I don't think any at all. Nope, it just looks like it's got a black background. And you could, let's see if we can't, you know, these are grouped. So let's move that out of the way. Let's combine this, see what happens. And now I'm going to nudge this back, grabbing our black. Let's use the interactive fill tool. And this time we're going to use elliptical. That looks pretty cool. I think I went a little bit too far. Or maybe not far enough. Yeah, that just gives it a gray. But you could play around and add, you know, we could add another black. Ooh, I like it. Anyway, hope that kind of gave you an idea. And if you'll take a screenshot, well, I've kind of put them on top of each other, but it's relatively easy to mimic that. Anyway, I hope that helped somebody someday, and thank you for watching.